nothing to keep your mind occupied until happy hour. I know, and I have to talk to Stephen. I've got to go before the coffee, wine, and beer break. So, all right. So why is EPA and the government interested in data centers? So, as you all know, you're data center operators. More and more our life just depends and revolves around data. Like, I don't know if anyone's recently seen the trailer for Wall Street 2. So, the original movie came out in the 1990s. And so Gordon Gekko goes to jail, 20 years later, he's coming out of jail, and there's a scene in the trailer where he picks up his cell phone, which, back then was revolutionary, not that many people had them. It is the size of a satellite phone today. So you think about where we've come in terms of communications, in terms of IT capabilities and needs. Like right now, my life revolves around Google. I'll be watching TV with my husband, something on sports, or a movie, and we'll wonder about this one actor or whatever. So whoever gets the computer first and can Google that person or that event and gets the answer, they're the winner and they get to choose the next program. So our lives have really changed, and data centers are instrumental. And as they grow, they are consuming more and more energy. And so EPA and the Energy Star program, which was started in 1992 by the EPA to reduce greenhouse gas emissions through greater energy efficiency, is one of the government programs that is there, that is available to data center operators to help you reduce energy in your data center. DOE also has some programs, the Save Energy Now, and LBNL does a lot of research and implementation to support both industry and the government. But so Energy Star, I'm with EPA, so I'm going to be talking about this program in particular. It is a voluntary program. It is a federal program, and right now it's very influential. 75% of Americans recognize the brand, and but I think what some people don't realize is that in addition to residential types of appliances and products, we also develop specifications for commercial applications. And so what are some of the solutions from Energy Star and the government in general? Just to take a step back, what we are looking is at a holistic view. So we're not just looking at this product in the data center, this data center environment. We're really trying to look at the entire program or issues holistically, so that we can give you tools and advice that are going to go beyond just some prescriptive measures. So I'm going to go into I should use the pointer. I'm going to go into more detail on the labeled products and the data center building metrics a little bit later. But one of the Energy Star programs that we have right now is called the Low Carbon IT program. And right now it's focused on power management on the client side, computers, monitors. So we offer some free consulting services to organizations that make a pledge to implement power management. We're in the process of expanding this to include some advice for data center operators. The program is still in development. What we're in the process of doing right now is taking a lot of the best practices that DOE has identified, working with mid-tier data centers to implement some of those, so that we can really understand from a retrofit perspective what the cost benefit is for those measures. So this, in kind of a nutshell, is what Energy Star is doing for the data center. So computer servers, right now there is an Energy Star specification finalized and effective. We do have qualified products, so you can go onto the website and find Energy Star qualified products. The majority of the products are 1 socket servers. UPS, this has been recently launched in February of this year. So what we've done is we've put together a framework specification, and we've gathered stakeholder feedback, and we're analyzing it right now with the thought of putting out a test procedure and a draft one of the specification sometime in the coming months. Data center storage, that's another active specification. We have a draft one specification out there. We've done an initial call for data. That means that we've asked the manufacturers to test their equipment, give us the energy usage information for various configurations so we can see where there are breakpoints and where there are patterns. Next week in San Jose, we'll have a stakeholder meeting in which we'll discuss stakeholder comments in more detail and talk about the next set of data that we would like the industry to provide. And then just recently, in June, we launched the data center rating. So that is a whole building rating. It's a benchmark. So what you can do is you put in your IT energy data, your energy usage, and it comes out with a rating. And so that rating tells you how you're doing against a nationwide survey of like buildings. So it's a 1 to 100 scale, and then you can earn the Energy Star if your rating is 75% or higher. So one of the key things in all of the product specifications is this power performance and data sheet. So what we are trying to do is to encourage more information sharing from the manufacturers in a common format so that you can make comparisons between products. So there are some things like one of the things that we're asking for is like configuration. So it's a structured data. There's component efficiency, system efficiency. We're also looking at just configuration data, so you can know what configuration actually produced this energy usage. And then also providing some data monitoring capabilities. So the server, so your energy management systems can pull the server and it can tell it what its utilization is, what its power usage is, what its temperature is. So some of the environmentals that are going to be critical for you to help you manage your overall data center environment. And then this is for the building rating. What you will get with the building rating is a statement of energy performance. So again, it's very similar in that we want to be able to give you data. So it's similar to the fuel efficiency rating. So when you go and you buy a car, you look at that efficiency rating and you know what features are associated with that car. So you can say, all right, well, it gets 60 highway, 50 city, and so you know